I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Ow. Okay. All right. And we recorded.
Oh, you started the live and everything.
Wait. Let me make sure. How would I call this? You're not ready or nothing. You're just rushing us.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't know you started recording.
Yes, that's why you said press record. So I pressed record.
But you didn't say you pressed record though.
All right. Okay. So, hi.
Greetings.
Yeah. Welcome to the episode of Section.300. It's your boy Just Say G here, alongside Alec Foster. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode we have here. We just dropped two episodes a couple of days ago, talking about the NFL and their reaction to things, as well as our reaction to all the stuff that's going on recently. Thank you guys for all the love and support you've shown to those, all the reaction you've shown to those. Definitely appreciate that. And we're back again because we wanted to talk a little bit more. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. I looked at myself in the camera. For y'all seeing the cornrows right now, I'm someone that
Kenny.
I switch up my look every once in a while. I'm never satisfied, not in no braggadocious way, but yeah, I felt like switching it up and did so. But anyways, while I'm speaking of my Allen Iverson I got going on right now, the NBA is going to be coming back. And there's been a lot of debate about that, whether they should do it or not, how they would go about it and all those things. And as things have started to become official, there's continue to be more debate just around it all. So first, just your take on what you think, how the NBA is handling things right now. What do you think about how they're getting things done?
Just with resuming the season?
Yeah.
Selfishly, I'd love to see some NBA basketball this summer. It was exciting to hear that they're going to be coming back at the end of July for sure. I can definitely understand the concern of players who aren't sure about the safety of it as it pertains to the coronavirus. And I know that the league has precautions put in place, like they're supposed to be getting tested every day, I believe. And just other precautions like that. I think guests and family aren't going to be allowed till a month after play resumes as well too.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I can understand. I think we'll get into some of what Kyrie was saying too about why other players might not want to participate as it pertains to the Black Lives Matter movement. But just from a safety aspect, I can understand the concern. From a fan aspect, I'm looking forward to the season resuming, and we'll see how it kind of shakes out, I guess, in the next couple weeks, because we're still a little over a month away from when it's supposed to start. So, yeah, what are your first thoughts?
First thought, immediately was from the entertainment side, and I definitely was excited for it. And then as things continue to unfold surrounding it all, and how they've announced how it's going to go down, them being in Orlando, separated from their families and things, the more info that came out, the less excited I became, and more of the reality intervened with the entertainment side that I was focused on. So while I'll take it, and if they do find a way to get the job done, I'll surely be watching. I mean, I got a jersey on right now. I'll be watching teams and hoping for the best there and hope they do well. Right. However, from a human side of it, it's like it's a very tricky situation. Right. Coronavirus is still very real. People are still getting sick and dying from it. And just that alone is the reason why they're going out to Orlando, just to have it separately there. Right. Then you add the element of all that's going on in this last week or two with the passing of the murder of George Floyd, the Breonna Taylor and others that we talked about before, and all the protesting that's taking place afterwards. And guys want to be a part of that. They don't want to be a distraction from that. They want to be ingratiated into all the activities that's taking place. We've seen guys. Right. Jaylen Brown drove 15 hours from Boston to Atlanta to go walk with the people down there. Right. Malcolm Brogdon has been out and active from videos I've seen. Guys are out and want to be a part of this movement that's taking place. Them feeling like they are taking away focus from that, I definitely could see that. I think that was one of the points that Kyrie possibly brought up. and I haven't seen the full reaction to what players are saying about that. Reports of having another Zoom call or something like that going on tonight. So we'll talk about that again when we feel like it. However, the human side makes me very cautious of the situation. And I would say I'm getting close to 50-50. I say I'm still leaning towards watching it, still being for it and like supporting it and wanting to see it happen. But there's a strong party like, hey, they maybe should like cut this out because there's a whole lot of stuff at play right now. And you don't want to have guys get sick, and you don't want guys to their rooms are replacement players. And I'm like, if there's gonna be replacement players, like it's gonna be a interesting thing on how they handle that. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's like a 75-25 right now. Like I'm still for it, but the other side's gaining some momentum. So we'll see.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving parts. I mean, because you got to think about all the people that are involved in putting that product on the screen, as far as the NBA game, with the referees, coaching staff, people actually video like recording and stuff, that staff as well too. There's a lot of moving parts for sure.
It's definitely more than 12 guys. People think it's just the players stay healthy. No, like you said, it's everybody. So a whole lot at stake there. What do you think about? I mentioned the replacement players. What do you think of that idea?
That's tough too, because I mean, I guess the idea is that maybe those replacement players would be quarantining themselves like at home. Because if you're bringing someone from out of the bubble, like the whole point of having people at the bubble is that they're not in contact with other people.
Right.
But if you're bringing someone that wasn't in contact to replace someone in the bubble, like that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit too. So
plus, what if a superstar gets sick and now you're swapping out LeBron for JR?
Also, too, with the guys that maybe wouldn't go play because they want to continue like pushing for justice and the Black Lives Matter movement. Like, I don't know if I'd actually want to watch if like superstars are sitting out, admirably so. Like, I would understand them wanting to sit out, but I don't know if I'd want to watch like second tier guys play at this point.
The initial talk I saw from people online was that there were rumors of like an asterisk or something like that, and it was like there definitely shouldn't be. There should be the opposite. There should be like another little small whatever, some other kind of symbol, just to show that they fought through all this stuff with the coronavirus and all the other stuff, and then came back and still won as well. So this should be that. It's flipped now and say, well, if guys aren't playing, if guys are out, the asterisk should be there because you're not playing against full competition. So what do you think of the after conversation, and how should this championship be viewed for whoever wins it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I forget who said it. I definitely saw an interview with someone saying like it's even tougher now. Like guys haven't been off for months and just having to like go perform like that again after like, I think they're gonna have a small training camp period, but that it's like you said, like not an asterisk, but like even tougher accomplishment to come back and play at this point. It was one of the NBA players who said that himself.
It definitely is a tougher accomplishment, but at the same time, if through this toughness that you're fighting through, you get to the finals, and then the team with their superstar loses a guy, gets sick with the coronavirus, and is out for the finals. Is how you would then view that? Like, there's a lot that
I get that. I would say too that like injuries happen. It's almost like an injury, like in the same way that like the Raptors would not have won that finals if KD was there and healthy and Clay was there and healthy for those last couple games. Like things happen where you're not always at full strength, and you got to play who's in front of you. So
okay. I see that. I like that evaluation. I guess we will view it as such. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to all things going on with the NBA. Definitely excited. I'm interested to see how they handle these things. We mentioned the Zoom calls that are going to be taking place. Further throughout this week, there's been a split now, it seems like. There's a side with Kyrie Irving at the head of it, who was like, I don't think we should do this. There's a whole lot of stuff at stake.
Right.
Yada yada. Exactly. I forgot exactly what he's been saying. But that's against them going to Orlando and finishing the season. And there's another side of a large group of superstars who have been nameless for some reason so far. That want to get the season done. LeBron was very adamant about it early on and said, "I want to finish the season, get things done." So, rumor. I mean, you put two and two together and assume he's one of those guys at the head of it. But yeah, I'm anxious to see how it takes place. So, yeah, good looking forward to all of that. The next thing I wanted to add within this conversation is now looking back and in the moment we're in as well right now. Do you think the Jordan doc came out too early?
Too early. Why is that? Why would you say that?
Just now with all the time that we've had in between the season and all the time we've had, you could consider the same thing like Kyrie is saying. That would be more of a distraction during this time, so maybe you don't want it. But with this big gap, and now it's going to be at least another month. It's the end of July. July 30th is our start date. We have another month sitting here, and while this protesting and things may not die down, that's still a whole lot of time where people that aren't too focused on that, even though they should, but that's another conversation. Other people that are kind of on the outside are like, we want some entertainment somewhere, and we have nothing to watch, and maybe we should wait for the Jordan doc until right before the season restarted, and then flow into that. So,
I mean, that's a perspective, I guess. I think it was perfect timing for when it did come out because we were thirsty for some kind of new sports content for sure, and that we weren't getting, and we weren't even sure that we'd get any sports again this year.
Right.
I think it was perfect then and gave us something to look forward to, like on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And I think too, there may have been truth to the rumor of as far as like Mike wanting to put it out to kind of solidify his legacy as like LeBron's in pursuit of that like next ring. I mean, because if LeBron goes ahead and gets a ring in this whatever finals this is in Orlando or whatever, I think Jordan would have wanted to have this before that.
We talked last time about LeBron, about MJ being Drake, and how anytime something happens, he charges up. And here are the rumors about LeBron creeping up on him. He's like, all right, hey, drop the tape now. Drop the tape. Shut out that noise. Yeah. So very possible. And I mean, like
I'd say it was perfect time.
Yeah, he did his job, and I agree with you in that as well. Like, it was perfect time. We were already 2-3 months in to this whole thing, and we needed something just to hold us over before all this other stuff has transpired. So yeah, I'm fine.
I will say too, I really hope these like companies don't get like too crazy with the documentaries. I just saw a couple days ago that like a Magic Johnson documentary is coming out in a year or so, whatever. I'm like, cool, but like let's not get like too crazy with dropping a documentary on every single like great player.
It's very much like the whole biopic, whatever that phase we had a few years ago, New Edition, and then all the people that followed after that. It was like we want to see those of the peak people. We don't want to start trickling down to everybody. We don't need to see a bio for everybody. And in the same regard here, we were hooked on this documentary because it was Michael Jordan, and there's only one Michael Jordan. Magic. He might be close to it, and I definitely would enjoy that.
Yes.
To get more than that, I'm like, I don't really. You're pushing it. So yeah, I hope I'm too crazy as well. And Magic, I will leave it at that. And the rest of them, we'll take it. But
even with Kobe, like with Mike, there was 20 years or 25 years in between the end of that Bulls dynasty and this. A documentary coming out. Like, I don't want people to rush the Kobe documentary to come out either. Like, let there be some time in between.
Let us still. We still need a lot of time to grieve. Like we saw with the Chappelle doc. Like friends close to him and the world is still heavy with that right now. So seeing the documentary, I'm cool. We can wait a few years on that. So I'm with you. So yeah, we'll see how the NBA handles things and what transpires afterwards. The NBA is projected to, like I mentioned before, to return on July 30th, and they will get going from there. 8-game regular season, and then on quick to the playoffs. So before we get out of here, we haven't even talked about that itself. If things do go as planned, what is your prediction for that? Who you have coming out of both sides?
Yeah, it's almost like I saw someone say, I think on Twitter, that it's like it's gonna be like the most wide open playoffs ever now, just because everybody's had so much time off. Like there's new players introduced. Like the Blazers have 2 guys who are out who are now fully healthy. Go for it.
Sorry if you hear the airplane right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was very faint. You're good.
All
You're
right,
good.
go ahead.
But yeah, yeah, like the Blazers have like Zach Collins and I think Nurkic, like guys that were out may be able to play now. So it's going to be interesting to see it because teams like a lot of times it's a lot about momentum and like how your team is gelling and playing together going into the playoffs. And now it's kind of like a fresh slate, even though you still have your same records. It's going to be big for those teams that are fighting for the 8th seed in the West. It's like 4 teams that are kind of in contention for that. Prediction wise, I got my Pels, of course, in the 8th seed. So
you sleep on them Kings, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
Hey,
I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake.
Okay.
But
So you
yeah,
think the Pelicans got that? Okay.
Yeah, I think the Pelicans got the 8th seed. Did you want like full on prediction, like finals and all that, or what
Yeah, just finals, not a whole every round, no shit like that. Just
no,
you think are coming out at top.
Yeah, I mean, I still think the Lakers had the best squad in the West when it comes down to it, just because of the duo of Bron and AD. So I'd probably say the Lakers coming out of the West. There's a lot of good teams in contention in the East. Between Milwaukee and Toronto in the East, probably.
Toronto? Where Toronto's from?
Toronto's still the defending champions, man.
Yeah, I understand that. But even though I shit on them, there's teams like Boston up there that are.
There's teams like Boston, but I think Boston's gonna get knocked out before like Eastern Conference Finals. So
I'm totally fine with that. I'm just saying they got some guys up there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going
with
you as well. And it's a weird thing. I kind of have to. This is the biased part coming out. And sorry for the fans that watch and are like, oh, we want an unbiased opinion. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm gonna put Lakers first. I will say though, what worries me about us is that when we beat the Clippers last time, LeBron did his thing, AD did his thing, but Avery Bradley dropped like 30 as well. I don't think Avery Bradley or any of our third pieces does that consistently. So, AD can definitely carry us to the finals. When we finally get there and we get against a Milwaukee or something like a team like that, or if it's the 1 through 16 and shit, we end up against the Clippers and however it may go. I don't know how the full squad goes up against this. Against one of those other teams. So looking for my eye on that, but definitely rooting for Lakers through and through, and I hope we get the job done. So yeah,
I think many times it comes down to the role players once you get deep into the playoffs. So it will be like a guy like a Avery Bradley dropping 25 on one night that'll help you get the W. Like you think about some of those bad Lakers Celtics series where we lost to the Celtics, like James Posey and Eddie House and stuff.
Hey, Kuzma. Get your ass off of Instagram and get your ass in the gym. I'm tired of Instagram pics. I'm tired of TikToks. Get in the gym. We need you.
Fed up with Kuz.
We need you right now. Get in the gym and get to work because the blonde hair, while I support it, that doesn't do it for us because I look good on the court. We need production. So
he ain't been blonde. He ain't been blonde for a minute, bro.
Whatever he's doing, I don't know. It's something new every day, it seems like. So, yeah, I hope outside of all of that, guys are in the gym still. We've seen other guys. We've seen Jokic drop all his weight. He's skinny now.
That was crazy. That was crazy to see.
Yeah, James Harden the same way also. So, guys are putting work in still, even with all the stuff going on. So, I hope our team's doing the same. So, yeah, as I said, they're looking forward to it all. And we definitely going to be back to talk about it very soon. So, that's all I got right now. You have anything else you wanted to mention alongside all this NBA stuff?
I was gonna shout out MJ too. We talked about him, but him just donating the $100 million over the next 10 years to what was it? Organizations ensuring racial equality, social justice, and greater access to education. So that was dope to see. I mean, I know Jordan caught flack from the documentary when he didn't use his voice, and
I don't know what just happened. We had a little Wi-Fi problem there. Sorry about that. I think he was mentioning just about all the stuff that was going on with Jordan and him talking about Republicans buy shoes too, or wherever that was as well. So yeah, definitely appreciate Jordan for his donations. And as I mentioned before with NFL guys, I hope that owners not only donate, but they back up their actions as well, and support their players as they protest and make their show support to this movement that we're going forward with right now. So yeah, that's the last thing we both had to talk about. We'll be back very soon with another video talking about the music side of things, Dave Chappelle's documentary that just dropped a couple of last night, and much more. So appreciate you guys for watching, and yeah, we'll see you guys very soon. Peace.